Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten 774 here, bringing you the next video in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew, the Haunted Carousel. We just finished making a lathe, and this was the one thing we couldn't look at when Elliot was in the room. So let's see what's inside, since he's not in the room.
If Elliot wrote this guy's number down, maybe I should too.
Oh yeah, we should give this guy a call. Get a Kessler. For many fanciers of Philadelphia-style carousel horses, adding one of the wonderfully realistic creations of D.C. Mueller & Bro Company to their herd is as good as it gets. But I'm convinced that this is because so few collectors are familiar with the work of Rolf Kessler, surely the golden age of carousels' most underrated carver. Born in Austria in 1882, Kessler was a small man who always felt more at home with animals than he did with people. He moved to the United States when he was 21 in hopes of riding racehorses. Unfortunately, his reclusive nature and poor social skills undermined any talent he had as a jockey. Out of desperation, he began carving furniture out of wood scraps and selling it on street corners. He got an apprenticeship at the Philadelphia Toboggan Company. Within a month, he had carved a carousel horse. Within a year, he had used this horse to convince the mayor of Zamboni, New York, that the tiny coastal town needed a carousel. He carved 4 more carousels, 2 in New Jersey, 1 in Pennsylvania, and 1 in Connecticut. The last game was in Pennsylvania, by the way, Ghost Ducks and Moon Lake. Could be a cookie, could just be a coincidence. In at least 2 instances, he agreed to lower his price in return for being given his own private on-site workshop. His carousels always had 2 rows, which included 30 horses and 1 chariot. Finally driven his wife Amelia away for good. When he realized she was never coming back, he put down his carving tools and went looking for her. It took him 2 years to find her. Amelia said that it was as impossible for her not to love him as it was for her to live with him. Oh, she died of tuberculosis soon afterwards. No one knows what became of Kessler after that. Homeless, friendless, and now passionless, he simply vanished from history. He's all too often dismissed as a lunatic. True genius. No one can gaze into the painfully expressive eyes of one of Kessler's horses or study the peaceful delicacy of his trademark black rose and come away unmoved. We should give this Sukov guy a call. Where is he? Let's look in our phone book. Elliot's still not here. He won't know what we're doing. Here we go. He seems to know a lot about Kessler.
Sukov?
My name is Nancy Drew. I saw the article you wrote about Rolf Kessler in the Collector's Hot Sheet magazine.
That was several months back, but go on.
Well, seeing as you're pretty much an expert on Kessler as well as carousels, I wondered if you could answer a question or two for me.
I'd be delighted.
Did you by any chance hear about the horse that was stolen off the carousel at Captain's Cove Amusement Park in New Jersey? It was one of the carousels that Kessler carved.
Yes, I did, and I thought, how odd. Because you see, I'd gotten a call from someone about a month prior to that asking me how much I thought one of those horses would be worth.
Really? Do you have any idea who it was that called?
None whatsoever. He never gave me his name, nor did he say where he was calling from. The thought that I may have actually encouraged someone to mutilate a work of art. Oh.
How much would a horse from a Kessler carousel be worth?
Depending on its condition, whether it's an inside horse or an outside horse, whether it's the lead horse, anywhere from $80,000 to well over $100,000.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it is, but Kessler carved horses for only 5 carousels in his lifetime, so not only is each horse exquisitely beautiful, but it's very rare, especially if it's the lead horse.
The lead horse?
The outside horse, just behind the chariot, the place where you can sit instead of ride. It's traditionally the most ornately carved horse on the carousel, hence the most valuable.
That's totally the one that was stolen, too.
Did you hear about how the carousel at Captain's Cove is now allegedly haunted because one of the horses was stolen?
Yes, what a wonderfully romantic piece of nonsense.
Do you have any idea why someone would be going to the trouble of making the carousel turn on and off by itself?
As a matter of fact, I do. I think that someone wants publicity. Whoever stole the horse wants people to know that it's gone so that when he or she goes to sell it, there will be a whole slew of eager buyers.
But we're talking about stolen property. Are you saying people would willingly buy something they know was stolen?
We're talking about the black market, my dear. Great works of art get stolen by thieves and bought by less than scrupulous collectors all the time.
If someone did steal that horse off the carousel in order to make money off of it, what would be his or her next move? How would they go about selling it?
Well, the thief would probably get a middleman to set up a bidding war between several buyers in order to get the highest price. The internet comes in very handy in such matters.
Thanks for all the info.
Call again anytime.
Interesting that Elliot had that guy's number written down. That's sketchy. Circumstantial, but still sketchy. Let's see, what should we do next? Oh, we should go play the role on the carousel. Now that we have a brand new lathe. That's what we were up to. Okay. We need to use our access card. We need to put it on. Oops, lathe first. Then, not the lathe, the dowel. Lathe is what we use to make the dowel. And then we put the roll on. Awesome. Now, we want the band organ to play from the roll.
This is where the air comes out.
This is where the air comes out, as Nancy so brilliantly tells us. But we don't know what notes are playing. But if there's air coming out of each of the pipes, we can find out where the air is coming, since we took some tissue paper and tape earlier from Elliot. So we put tissue paper over and then tape them to each of the pipes. Not sure how they were staying there before without the tape. But then if we turn on the power, we can see which notes are being played. That's so fun to watch. And it plays it again so that you can kind of see the pattern. But we only need the first 8 notes. So you should write down like A, E, D, E, F, E. And then, so now we have all the notes written down. See, it was totally the lead horse that was stolen, because there's the chariot, and then right where we're standing is where the stolen carousel horse was. So it was the lead horse, which is supposed to be the most valuable. Very interesting. Okay, so now let's go to Joy.
Will Nancy Drew please report immediately to the security office? And by immediately, I mean don't even think about doing anything else.
Okay, let's go talk to Harlan then.
I just got off the phone with Miss Santos. Where do you get off telling her I'm some kind of jewel-thieving peeping Tom?
She called you?
Of course she called. She hired me because she thought I deserved a second chance. She wanted to make sure I hadn't betrayed her trust, which I hadn't, by the way.
I know that now, and I'm really sorry.
I figured if I did a good job here, it would prove to everybody once and for all that I was totally trustworthy. That I was more than just an ex-con. A lot more. Okay, so maybe I'm trying a little too hard. Maybe people's entry codes should be off limits. It's just that this job means everything to me. I don't want to screw it up.
I guess I was a little overzealous too. I'm really sorry. I'll see you around.
Awkward. Okay, now let's go talk
Will
to
Nancy
Joy.
Drew please report to the security office?
Now what? Harlan, I'm trying to do stuff.
I stepped out for a second, and when I came back, somebody'd left this envelope on my desk. Looks like it's for you. Got your name on it anyway.
There's nothing inside but a key. Maybe it opens that door in the haunted house.
From a friend.
Here, let me toss that envelope for you. I want to apologize for jumping all over you like that before. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that I would have done just what you did. No hard feelings?
No hard feelings.
That's odd. From a friend. Okay, well, now let's go talk to Joy. We'll go, I bet I know where that key goes. We'll use that later, though.
Any luck? I think we're all set. I know the tune, and I've got a harmonica.
Play it for Miles and see what happens.
Ew, my game's laggy.
My oral sensors are ready. Suck it to me.
Okay. So we wrote down the notes and we need to play the first 8. A, E, D, E, F, E, A, E.
Hooray!
It's really hard not to keep
remember
playing.
that song. I did ride the carousel. Over and over and over. Always the same horse. Always the same black horse.
You loved the carousel, and you loved one horse in particular. It was not the lead horse, and it was not spectacular, but you loved it, Joy. What was its name?
I can't remember.
Is the name important?
I am not programmed to continue unless and until you remember the name of that horse. You loved it so much that your mother bought it for you.
She was the one who bought the horse off the carousel? Then I know the name. Glory.
Glory. That's right. Glory. My mother gave him to me for my birthday. My 4th birthday. She died in a car accident that very night.
How awful. No wonder you forgot how much you loved the carousel. It would have reminded you of your mother.
I hated the park after my mother died. I hated the carousel. And I hated that horse. I blamed it for what happened to my mother. I had my father destroy it.
But your father did not destroy it. Instead, he stored it. He hoped that someday, with the help of
Miles, the magnificent memory machine!
you would come to terms with your past. And because that is what you are doing, here is the 3rd and final riddle. Ask Tink for the book you and I used to read about Kessler and Amelia So Kind. Give her nickname a spin on spook number 10. Then the brass prize arrange on its forearm so strange. And something long lost and cherished you'll find.
Tink's the guy who runs the carousel. Let's give him a call. I've got his number.
No. Nancy, I did something terrible. I turned the power off to the roller coaster and caused the accident that shut down the park. I blamed Miss Santos for my father's death, just like I blamed that horse for what happened to my mother. I feel horrible. Keep going without me, Nancy. I have to go see Miss Santos and apologize.
Okay. So we have to call Tink. Actually, let's go... We should use this key first. So let's go to the haunted house. We need our access card. Oh, the odd sounds are coming from below again. Creepy. Sorry, I had to just close a window a second. It just started thunderstorming and my windows were open. I had to do that. Alright. Sorry for the random pause there. Okay, so now we can get in here. Because we have... Where'd it go? We have this. And then someone left us a key. Which still seems suspicious, but I'm gonna go with it because I want to see this secret room. Where's the key? Key! Where is it? There it is. Okay. Woohoo! Cool.
Maybe these stairs go down to Kessler's workshop.
Hey, look! Pliers. Didn't Ingrid say she was missing pliers? That sounds from above. Uh-oh.
What was that?
What was that? Oh, gosh. Whoa! Someone totally just tried to kill us. The key was a trap. They lured us in and then they tried to drop something on our head. And it was the pliers. that Ingrid being sketchy? I don't like that at all. There's still odd sounds from below. Weird. Okay. Let's call... We have to give Tink a call. Because apparently we need something from the book that Joy's father gave him.
This is Tink.
Hi, it's Nancy Drew. Did you land that fish?
I don't want to talk about it. Did that answer your question?
Ouch.
According to the late Daryl Trent, you have a book about Rolf Kessler and his wife.
Not anymore, I don't.
You don't have it?
Daryl Trent was kind of an oddball, you know what I mean? So when he gave me the book, I said I'd hang on to it just to humor him. As soon as he died, I pitched it.
You threw it out? You mean in the garbage?
He said it was a book he and his kid used to read. But hey, Daryl Trent was dead. I never met the kid, and the book was boring. So what was the point?
You mean you read the book before you threw it out?
Nah, not really. I just kind of glanced through it.
Do you by any chance remember Amelia's nickname?
Who's Amelia?
Oh, never mind.
Sorry.
I'm curious, who do you think stole that horse off the carousel?
Kids. Staring at each other, doing stupid kid stuff. Or maybe somebody just liked the way old Nightshade looked and wanted him for himself. I don't know.
Nightshade?
That was its name. Nightshade. Kessler gave all of his horses names, painted them on their bridles.
Have fun fishing.
I'm trying.
I'm trying. Oh, so the horse that was stolen was an original. The only one that was bought was Glory. So that means it was really valuable. Ooh, that's interesting. Because it was an original and it was the lead horse. Okay, so he doesn't know the name. Oh, you know, what about the Kessler expert? Maybe he knows the name. Aha, Anton.
Sukov!
Hi, it's Nancy Drew again. I have another question for you about Rolf Kessler. A very important question.
Let's hear it.
Would you happen to know the nickname Rolf Kessler gave his wife, Amelia?
Of course I do. At least, I thought I did. It was an Austrian term of endearment, rather common. Oh, come on, Anton, think. Spatzi! That was it. Spatzi! S-P-A-T-Z-I. He always called her Spatzi.
Thanks for all the info.
Glad to help.
Sweet. So, even though Joy is the one that stopped the roller coaster, which we now know, there's still something weird going on with the carousel. And maybe we can fix it by finding Rolf's secret workshop. Spatsy. So we need spook number 10. Can we talk to Joy? Nope, she's gone. Can we talk to... Let's go look at this, because spook number 10 is in the haunted house. Are you the spook? No, you're not the spook, otherwise we'd be able to look at you. So it's this spook.
Looks like spook 10 is missing an arm.
So we're gonna need to
The
fix
arm
that.
is missing. It's been red tagged. Oops, no power.
Yeah, because of the red tag. Okay, so we need to find its arm. I bet Ingrid has the arm since she's the head engineer. Wonder if she's still mad at us. Is she gonna call us nice and deficient little self again? For snooping through her stuff?
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
Here's your pliers. I found them in the haunted house behind a hidden door, which led to a booby trap.
I told you mine were missing. Maybe somebody found them and left them by that door on purpose, I don't know. But they prove nothing, I do know that.
There's a dummy in the haunted house that's been red tagged. It's missing an arm. Any chance it'll be up and running again in the near future?
Got the arm right here. Just needed a battery. That's one of the dummies Joy Trent's father created. Probably why the circuitry is so bizarre. It works though, so just reattach it. You'll need pliers.
I'll just keep...
Oh, and don't forget to take the red tag back to Spy Master Bishop.
Thanks for your help.
No big deal.
Alright, so we will fix spook number 10 in the next episode. See you then, fellow detectives.